Hey, welcome back to YT Finance, and today let's discuss Nano Dimension stock, ticker symbol NNDM, because it has been rising rapidly in price. But we will also discuss and talk about Nano Dimension's competition increasing their stock price as well, as much as 60%. Even the billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya backed a recent SPAC 3D printing company that is closely related to Nano Dimension, which he thinks will outperform NNDM stock long term. And lastly, we will discuss why some of these Nano Dimension related 3D printing stocks have pulled back slightly according to analysts. Don't forget to like this video right now for NNDM stock. Subscribe if you are new, comment down below what you think NNDM stock will be worth next year, and let's make you some free money with Webull. Webull is a brokerage where you can buy and sell stocks, options, and cryptocurrencies easily. Right now, if you make an account with Webull, they will give you 2 free stocks, each worth anywhere from $2 to $250. And if you invest $100 or more on your first deposit, you will get 2 more free stocks, each valued from $8 to $1,600. You are basically guaranteed to make $20 or more if you cash out immediately, or you could luck out and receive up to $3,200. Not to mention that you also have a 1 in 100 chance of getting stocks like Facebook, Starbucks, or Snapchat, and you have a 1 in 50 chance of getting stocks like Google, Procter & Gamble, or Heinz. To get this amazing offer, just press on the link in my description box down below, but do it quickly because this offer ends on January 15th. And with that being said, let's get into our first Nano Dimension stock article. Shares of Nano Dimension have been volatile lately, but NNDM stock has increased over 40% just in the recent month after their customers ordered new and improved 3D printing machines, which cost a small fortune. And this was despite Nano Dimension issuing a new share offering, which did not scare investors, but instead caused NNDM stock to rally. Since November, Nano Dimension stock has increased over 100%, while NNDM stock has increased around 260% year over year, which is amazing news for investors. Customers are seeing great results by using these new Nano Dimension machines, and these consumers are actually willing to upgrade again regardless of cost, as we have seen. This could be because Nano Dimension targets government agencies, European electronics manufacturing companies, and research institutions who all have money to splurge on. Nano Dimension stock is a very enticing buy right now because of the massive momentum that is under this stock, and we have seen this momentum in the larger semiconductor space as well, which means that Nano Dimension is set to see even stronger demand along with the semiconductor space throughout 2021, causing NNDM stock to surge upwards. NNDM stock's performance is undeniable, but let's not get too bullish because Nano Dimension continues to dilute their stocks at an unprecedented rate. However, if we take into consideration the fact that Nano Dimension's additive manufacturing technology is able to skyrocket over the long term, it could offset this risk of further stock dilution. But now let's talk about Nano Dimension's competition, because their stock is also set to increase as well, because the whole sector is currently rallying with minor pullbacks. A company by the name of 3D Systems, ticker symbol DDD, rose about 60% when NNDM stock rose around 42% in the same time period. A reason for this could be because DDD stock only has an earnings per loss of 3 cents per share, which beats its market estimate by analysts by a whole 62%. And 3D Systems has revenues of $135 million, which also beat its projected revenue by analysts. While 3D Systems, which also is heavily involved in the 3D printing and manufacturing space, they are continually improving their margins and have a plan for the future, but this does not technically make them better than Nano Dimension. I am just showing you all your options in the 3D printing space if you want to hedge your bets. 3D Systems has $75 million of cash or liquid equivalents on their hands, and they also have $100 million in credit at their disposal with only $21 million in debt. But just like Nano Dimension, 3D Systems issued $25 million in common stock due to the recent rallies in their sectors, which is pretty smart from their perspective. Similar to Nano Dimension, analysts rate both stocks, both DDD and NNDM, as a buy because it is anticipated that both of them will have above average returns for investors in the next couple of months. Another competitor to Nano Dimension that I want to mention in this video recently showed up in the 3D printing space, and this company just became public through a SPAC, a special purpose acquisition company, and that company now is trading on the open market, and its name is Desktop Metal, ticker name DM. This special purpose acquisition company named Trine Acquisition ended up getting a Desktop Metal $580 million in capital, and the company is also relatively new because it was founded back in 2015 out of Burlington, Massachusetts. But just how ARK Invest backs Nano Dimension, Desktop Metal is also backed by big names, which we will talk about in a minute. Desktop Metal specializes in 3D printing solutions, especially with their P50 machines, which provides a 100-fold increase in speed compared to some other 3D printing devices. These machines will start to ship during the second quarter of 2021, which will provide a great revenue stream, but Desktop Metal already has a P1 system, which can be bought right now. Desktop Metal also plans to release other 3D printing devices in the near future. The best part about this is that the 3D manufacturing industry, which includes Nano Dimension, 3D Systems, Desktop Metal, and others that I will talk about later, is set to explode from $12 billion currently to $146 billion, which will cause the industry leader's stock price to jump up extensively. Recently, Desktop Metal stock dropped around 14%, but that did not stop billionaire Chamath Palihapitiya investing $275 million of his own money, along with other giant names in the industry, like Bill Miller and the co-founder of Tesla. And we all know that Tesla can find value just like ARK Invest can find Tesla. Anyway, this is a quote from Chamath himself. He says, "DM builds 3D printers that replace old factories running on fossil fuels. Our printers are electric, creating no carbon output. It will also bring well-paying manufacturing jobs throughout America. This is a really important company in fighting climate change." And this statement is 100% true. Desktop Metal is taking advantage of governments going green and creating policies that further that green agenda. Luckily, Desktop Metal fits right into that mindset. The co-founder of Tesla even sees major value in this company because DM could reach almost $1 billion in revenue by 2025. Thereby inflating the stock price gradually until then, making this a great long-term stock to hedge your bets with Nano Dimension, which is also doing pretty well. Also, right now could be a good time to buy some of these stocks because most of them have been discounted, with Nano Dimension down 5%, 3D Systems down 9.5%, and Desktop Metal down to close to 10%. These stock pullbacks seem a bit strange because there has been no real bad news besides some stock dilutions and minimal analyst downgrades from strong buys to regular buys. However, these pullbacks most likely have nothing to do with bad news, but it could be because of other reasons. For example, many investors use this time for tax loss harvesting, and to put it simply, tax loss harvesting is where you can sell some of your underperforming stocks at a loss, and you can use this loss to offset some of your gains so you do not have to pay taxes on them. However, before you try this, please talk with a tax expert. That being said, Nano Dimension is up close to 260% year over year, Desktop Metal has surged 90%, and 3D Systems has gained 28%. I personally do not own any of these stocks because technically they are speculative high-risk, high-reward stocks. But on the other hand, you have ARK Invest, Tesla's co-founder, and billionaires backing stocks like these. Remember to like this video right now if you want more news on Nano Dimension stock, subscribe if you are new, comment down below your thoughts on Nano Dimension stock, and I will see all of you in the next YT video.